you go, but I like to watch you leave. Oh, Danny.
You know that trope of being bullied when you slightly hint that you like anime? Same shit.
Played these games before!
Stereotypes like, they're all men using voice changers! All of them are shooting hikikomoris! Cringy e-girls that often use OnlyFans or Fansly!
That shit is fucking trash, dog.
These are what weirdos that funnel in their money from Simpson join the East! When you have 8 billion people in the server at once, these stereotypes will ring true for a couple thousand, that's all I'm saying. But letting them take away the inspiring part of the community is like letting Lion Maker or Skydoes flipping Minecraft take away the Dan TDMs, Spampies, Begbro and them. Do you not see the unfairness on display here? So personally, I don't give a flying fuck about stereotypes, alright? Sure they're cringy, sure they're over the top, sure some of them might be faking it, but hey! I'm cringy, I'm a weirdo, I'm over the top. I don't fake it cause it defeats the purpose of me being here, but hey, give me a plate though. I want whatever you're serving. Don't gaslight me into believing that VTubers are the content for the future or some shit though, huh? And the turbulence from the previous year and this year proved me right. Let me know if you want this section as a separate vid, cause so much happened last year in this sphere. But convos must be had about this abomination right here. Long story short, you beat me by 2 seconds, bro. When the internet demands clear-cut confirmation / transparency first, why did you start with what happened after your cancellation? Why is speculation riddling parts of the doc? That's just 4 times thicker than a dictionary, mixed with all kinds of shit. I ain't defending you. Why a Google Doc on X? You had choices and a brain to decide the right one, god damn it. This feels less of an attempt at clearing her name and more like these. I'm not debating the right and wrong of this doc, go to the other news channels for that. I'm here to see out the professionalism of the supposed content that can take over the world!
You killed the man, but not the idea. Yo, let me show real quick.
Call me crazy, but I do know an example of handling a situation like this on the good end.
In this video, I'm going to be very vulnerable, open, and honest. I go into my past, I go into controversies, and I also debunk very serious lies about me.
The sequential process, the phrasing, the fact that it's a video, it flows. Thus easier to breeze your way through, effectively clearing his name for good. Not people hate him because he's irrelevant. anyways. The character assassination out of the blue sure is strange, but you're not helping yourself by slapping back with the telenovela Darky Edition! The beauty of VTubing is that anyone can don a model and try it. But don't be shocked when it turns into a detriment real fast, as your average girl is faced with mainstream drama and legal hurdles. If you don't know how to navigate professionally, it's long. I think we have a general consensus of a VTuber in our heads. And it's closer to this than this. And next did next things, crashing out as this wins VTuber of the year.
The individual who wasn't as well known by the VTubing community, the Burnt Peanut, won the Best VTuber award. This would spark massive discourse and debate within the VTubing community, as while many of the bigger VTubers would congratulate Peanut for winning, many other individuals would raise eyebrows at Peanut's classification as a VTuber.
As a consumer, I don't really gatekeep, at least to the extent of whatever happened here. Here's my thing. Modern day VTubing stems from Japan. It inherits the Japanese structure. Hence the models are anime coded. Hence why peeps call their VTubers Oshi's or kami-oshi. Agencies sprouted up overseas because of the potential the Japanese blueprint offered them. Hold on guys. Mine's digging something, hey. Wait a second. Just a bit more. Here you go, here's another one. Now we may say Peanut also uses an avatar, fitting the description of a VTuber. After all, avatars doesn't have to be an ooh-woo girly pop. But there's a distinction, like how manga sets itself from comics. Likewise, anime and Western animation. So to embrace him with no resistance does feel sudden, much less someone who doesn't even consider himself to be a VTuber. And it's implied people incite him winning it to smear the quote-unquote legitimate VTubers who sweated blood and tears to establish themselves. And the fact that it's the top dogs doing this as well, you're more than welcome to ask questions. My personal answer is no. He's not a traditional VTuber at least. But who am I, right? My gripe is the show itself, actually.
Present this next award. Uwu. The 5 VTubers in this category worked hard at mastering peak kawaii and ara aura farming.
Here we are. I'm very excited for this Champions League fixture. Glory, glory, Man United. Anyways, let us welcome the 22 grown-ass men running around a ball like headless turkeys. Cause, you know, Galatasaray is in Turkey. I still embrace the niche more than I want to admit. Professionalism is a gaping issue to content creation in general, and the people themselves won't always be equipped with accolades prepping them for that kind of environment. Much less a new faction consisting of an array of either silly little wholesome goobers, or unhinged freaky down atrocious Leon Kennedy.
I gotta figure out how to say this calmly.
Oh my god!
Chuck the chicken in the freezer, then come back 5 to 10 years later. With that rate of growth, who knows? Sky's the limit.
All this information is too much information.
Eat toast, no man! Fuck 'em up, boys! My sit down! Very please! Eat shit! Fair play, innit? I'll expose myself as well. I'm a creative focused guy. I looked up to wonderfully edited work, interesting writing, intriguing narration,
Spoken like someone who's kept her feelings locked up for the past 27 episodes.
exquisite messages or gameplay,
My first thing, I got a parry? Bruh.
with takeaways as a bonus. Of course, nailing every detail and sell the writing as best as I can through my videos. Always trying to improve, you know. So to see guys just sitting there and saying shit while watching a vid get rewarded 1,000,000 times more than my ass working 10 days for a vid, when they can even spam that shit daily? You already know. That's why I have the nastiest agenda against reaction content, even commentary as well. If the comment's cheap, dry, low effort, and doesn't give me value, chances are it's on the hit list. But actually creating content now, I realized I'm an absolute prick. Not every channel has to ditch out AOT level writing or One Piece level of meaning and thematic display. The channels simply serve the audience they want to serve. Call them cheap all you want, but it's content. For every SSS Sniper Wolf, we have Dr. Mike.
While this is all ridiculous, I want one.
For every XQC, we have Barry Kreb. I don't know, I kinda enjoy her reactions. And her giggles. Everyone has different ways to create content, and also enjoying it. So to think that everyone must deliver quality content regardless of circumstance, personality, talent, or upbringing is selfish, uneducated,
You dumb as hell.
and unrealistic on my part. My bad, dogs.
This is a message from the media enthusiasts, the future reactors that found this video in advance. I humbly ask for a couple of requests. First, please upload your reactions at least 6 days after the original starting from this video. Allowing the video to find its original footing is vital for the channel's growth. Second, put the link to the video in the description. And lastly, if you repost the video just to stare blank at the screen and add in some basic commentary, just kindly give it a rest and scrap that video to save yourself from public backlash. If you wish to proceed, don't say we didn't warn you. Channels this size will significantly benefit from reactions from bigger channels, and we can't express enough gratitude if the videos were offered as a recommendation to you. We just want enough of your audience to check out the channel. We hope that is reasonable for a positive sum game like YouTube. That is all. You can go back to the video.
Put this into perspective real quick. You don't want to draw, don't want to add in simple commentary, don't want to paraphrase whatever's already said on a random celebrity, don't want to play no games, no sense of humor, don't want to turn on the camera and do whatever this is. Can't copy the most successful YouTuber known to man, don't even bother typing out letters for a software to generate quote-unquote absolute cinema and spam on a daily basis. Can't buy a good enough voice changer and rig a model for your bum ass. Can't even stay silent and re-upload the video you're watching with your face on it. So you choose to capitalize on the fluctuating, ever unstable wave called negative engagement and shark value farming? I know people genuinely would take it upon themselves and be an asshole, but it's a whole different echelon when this is the best you can think of in terms of making content. You mean to tell me you went out of your way to be a vile, uncivilized, desperate, disrespectful little fuck just to get some eyes on you?
You ever stand next to a dead guy?
Building your pedestal with dust and sand, you cheap, broke, humiliation fetish ass nincompoop? You want this as your legacy? Some rash, Ragebait performative frenzy in the moment? Really? You expected me to genuinely crash out due to my opposal to cheap fast food content, but honestly, I don't even want to waste the effort. It's not even worth my throat going back and forth and my vocal cords vibrating, bruh. Whoa, not like that. Funny enough, Jack Doty, Johnny Somali, Nina Lynn, 2017 Logan, Bell the Wolf, and them man don't faze me at all. It's the fact that they willingly brought this upon themselves.
Damn, her booty's so small. Fuck.
Willingly broadcast them. That gets under my skin. A lack of meaningful resolve and impact that only results in them sliding down faster and faster until they fall into the pit, as the internet moves on to the next rage baiter in line. And the cycle continues. Was supposed to do his suggestion initially in this video, but after realizing I have low to no prior experience to VR chat until that point, I decided to hold on to it. I did watch this, and telling you right now, it ain't looking good, bruv. It'll be added when I officially wrap up all 3 parts and finalize the second installment of talking smack about everything! Yes, this marks the official ending of Shitting on Genres. This is not a series. Still look out for the finalized version though, huh? Aside from refining the 3 parts, we also added bonus genres, and yeah, still don't know why the first part popped off so much. And the second part stunk up the gaff even though it's better. Just hope this will turn out okay. If not, back to the drawing board, I guess. Like and sub, do as you wish, and remember, all this is just me though.